I am developer in France, working in a startup on the platform data. But another project of IoT project for me, it's, as you said, solve a problem. If you are not a problem, it's like in a startup, you cannot build easily a product. And InMoodForLife project aims to help people with bipolar disorder, and I want to explain now why there is a problem with specifically this pathology, and why and deeply that. Okay, I switch on the slide.
There you go.
The correction of build a product is based on my personal experience. Many tools exist for improve a therapeutic approach, but in fact, they are difficult to set up without a professional supervision, and many tools are built for adults and not for children. However, we have to react because this disease has a strong destruction power. When we are talking about bipolarity, we are talking about suicide, we are talking about internments, and other consequences are in the daily life of patients, family, and friends around them. But there is a side shadow and a side light. Well-treated people with bipolar disorders have a fantastic power of creativity. They don't see the world like us, and they contribute to expand the limit of the possible. Look at just these faces. Everybody knows them. Everybody. Globally, React is a major emergency because recent researches prove that more than 115 million persons are concerned by this pathology in the world. According to the World Health Organization, bipolar disorders is the fifth cause of handicap in the world. This is the reality. The root cause is a genetic vulnerability present between 5 to 10% of the worldwide population. So it will not stop. It is like that. We have to deal with it. Among other factors, regulating awake and sleep phases are deeply impacted. Clock desynchronization are often behind a phase of shift, mania, or depression. Teens with bipolar disorders are particularly exposed to clock desynchronizations due to the strong brain modification during this period. Sleep monitoring is also a powerful tool to improve the therapeutic approach. In reality, medical sleep monitoring cannot be used daily at home. It looks like that. I ask myself if somebody with sensors on him can really sleep or not. But this is the reality. And even if this device could be connected and wearable, it doesn't change anything because practitioner will not analyze manually every day data generated by sleep trackers at home. We are talking about 4 million data points per night in a minimal form. Only data analytics automation creates value, connect a device, simplify only interaction. It is important too, but the value creation is based on analytics. Integrate analytics model into a psycho-education application for patients and psychiatrists, solve a problem. This is the aim of InMoodForLife, solve this problem. And just a few years ago, develop this type of device at a very significant cost. Today, open hardware and software have completely changed the game. High-quality base bricks are available, and IoT ecosystems are growing. Developers, hackers can be focused on the most important thing, the product. It was completely our guideline during this challenge. Firstly, we had to choose a sensor. We selected a bedded sleep tracker because the sensor is non-intrusive and gives the ability to read on the device via Bluetooth derived from the ballistocardiographic sensor. With a ballistocardiographic sensor, you can extract 3 physical metrics: the respiratory rate, the heart rate, and the agitation level. The data store and the analytics application is deployed locally on a Raspberry Pi in order to record and analyze data automatically without any user interaction. In this case, privacy is also respected too. By default, no cloud connection is needed. Sleep tracker data are sensitive data for me. The data acquisition pipeline is built on Eclipse Vertex project. This is the nervous system of our device, with one critical task: collect 115 data points per second from the bedded sensor and inject them into a time series data store, WAP10, in a smooth asynchronous way. At this level, a standard database does not fit to the needs. It's not efficient. Only a time series database can deal with this level. Vertex exposes also an API and a progressive web app for user interaction. For the moment, the user interaction we develop is a Bluetooth pairing with the device, and we are thinking about a patient dashboard. The data analytics is done with Warp Script, a data manipulation language dedicated to time series analysis, directly executed on the Pi on the platform embedded. The first step is to evaluate the signal quality. You cannot make a good analysis if you have not a good signal. The signal decomposition. The signal decomposition is based with statistic tools. We extract 3 metrics from the raw signal: the respiratory rate, the heart rate, and the agitation level, minute by minute. The second step, when the night is ended, we can analyze the sleep architecture and extract, once again, 3 metrics for the night: the time needed for falling asleep, the time awake during the night, and the quality of the REM sleep, also known as paradoxal sleep. When you look at the evolution of these metrics on a period of 50 days, you have an overall trend of the sleep quality and the potential impact with mood disorder. This model has to be medically confirmed and give us hope for adaptive treatment prior and major crisis phases. The chart you see on the slide is the chart of a sensor already in a bed for bipolar teens. And we have seen recently a mixed state. It is a depression plus maniac state. And the metric was concording with the observation of the behavior of the child. So we have to work to medically confirm that, but this is really interesting. Like other teams, we are eternally grateful this technology provides for all developers around the world. Without open source software, today this project will be only an idea betting over ideas. And we have now to continue the movement. The IoT challenge was the bootstrap for InMoodForLife. We will start the medical validation, bench the sleep decomposition with medical references devices in order to validate a confidence factor of the physical metrics collected. We already work with psychiatrists in order to be able to measure patients' benefits. And we will integrate other open source technology like Orbit and Ono in order to build the device, to update the device remotely with only one obsession, security and privacy by design. And of course, we don't have to break it, so we have to use a well-designed solution. I want to thank Benjamin and Roxanne and the World Eclipse Foundation for their work.